Okay, check this out. So here we are down here, right? I started looking way, way back into here. So we have EM, William Michael, Catherine Romack. Well, her mom is a Jones. And I just saw a Facebook post with her mother's headstone. And some of our family members visited it in Arkansas. So I started looking into them. And as I was finding, all of the records that belong to her, I was looking at this 1850 census. And when she's 70 years old, is living with a Reese. And I was like, well, that sounds correct, but also not quite, because this side of the family doesn't marry a Reese until here, which is a lot later, and I couldn't figure out who that Sloman Reese was. So I finally went and found him just based on the year that he's born. That Sloman Reese was born in 1824, which is really close to Jordan Gibbs Reese's birthday in 1821. So, if I go to his dad, I can see Jordan's brothers and sisters, and sure enough, there is a Sloman W. Reese who's born in about 1824, and there's that same 1850 census. So, that still didn't make sense as to why that Rebecca Norman was living with Jordan Gibbs' brother. I thought it would make sense that maybe she would be living with Jordan because the family gets tied together. I didn't really get it. So finally, I started looking more into Sloman Reese, and turns out his wife is a Jones. So I was like, okay, the reason why they probably have Rebecca Norman Jones living with them is because this Eliza Jane, his wife, is related. So I started looking more into Eliza, and it turns out her parents are Rebecca and Charles Jones. So, but that doesn't really, that didn't make sense to me. So Jordan's brother is married to one of the daughters of Charles and Rebecca. So that's like a whole generation off from their daughter Sarah Sally. So, but this is why. It turns out they had kids for a very long time. So Sarah Sally was their firstborn in 1795, and Eliza was their last child, born in 1827. Isn't that crazy? So, Sarah Sally, Charles and Rebecca's first kid, married a Womack, had a girl named Catherine who married Jordan Gibbs. Jordan Gibbs has a brother named Sloman who married the sister of Sarah named Eliza. So, Eliza and Sloman had Rebecca when she was 70, their mom, well, Eliza's mom, living with them.